Because it is covenants that bind spiritual entities to individuals. You will never perceive a spirit you don't have a covenant with. Because part of the benefits of your covenant with that spirit is your ability to know him. God said, a new heart I will give unto them, and they will know me. So there is a type of heart that is able to know him. When the Bible says, blessed are the pure in heart, the pure in heart is not I have a good heart. No, it's a renewed heart that can see God. So it means that seeing God or perceiving him is a product of a type of heart only God can give a man. And if God gives a man that type of heart, the man will stand here and he will be able to perceive God here that another person will not be able to perceive. So to this person, this guy is a fool. But they don't know that this one has a hardware that causes him to interact with a realm that you don't have. It's like someone having an earpiece. He is in a world, he's standing here with you, but he's in a world of his own. He can be talking with someone and you are looking at, who is this person talking to? There is something he has that has made him to experience something you cannot experience, because to him that has more will be given. All together. Now, if you understand the spiritual law, you now discover that a lot of people come to church, but they don't even understand the covenant of Christ. And that's why we need to teach soteria, which is salvation. Because it is only by that covenant we can perceive God. So you cannot say, I'm a Christian, but something is telling me, I don't know if it's the Spirit of God. Then there is something wrong with this way inside you. Because if you've received the same spirit that we've received, you will be able to perceive the same thing that we perceive. And this is why in this walk we have with God, one man's truth is not absolute. Because if it is truth and it comes from the spirit of truth, we all see the same thing, although in part. We all speak the same language. So here comes the question. Am I revered, me standing here now, am I revered because I've succeeded in building a system? And the truth is that, man of God, if you look at it closely, you will discover that the reverence of a lot of us comes from the system we've been able to build by our marketing skills. Not because they know God. The day your relative have cancer, you will now know this man don't hear from God. Yes, sir. They don't know God. If you've worked with God long enough, you should be able to say to God, if I found favor with you. If you work with God long enough. Jesus said, it's not for me. Do this that they may know. Elijah will come and say, if I be a man of God. And his testimony. His testimony. So if we know God from testimony, it means that the testimony of the testifier is one of the most crucial things we have in Christianity. Because if the blind is led by a blind testimony, and he has built his whole Christian experience on a testimony that is false, then there's a problem. Imagine building your whole spiritual experience on just what pastor says. What if pastor is wrong? No, we don't correct our Geo. So guess what? Geo is the one that reads the Bible. And then anything he tells me. If some churches have the Berean church today, they will say those guys are rebellious people. How dare you go and study after I've taught you already? Either I don't believe my teaching. For them to go and study, they wanted to test whether what this man is saying is actually so in scripture. So they say, give us time to form our conviction. Bring it to Africa. What you find is, Papa, help me. My ego, my prophet. The day you start seeing that in Salem, go and imprison me at the back there. My prophet, my ego. If you say these things now, they'll say you're attacking people. Who are you attacking? May God give you understanding. You. So testimony. So the Bible said they overcame him by the blood of death.